Alright guys, as you all know, hide poles like this are so expensive, like 50 quid for 4. I was going to buy a pair, well I was going to buy 4, I was looking on eBay, looking at different sorts. I was looking at them from A1 Decoys, because they sometimes do auctions on it, and they were just so expensive I couldn't pay that much. So I was talking to my dad about it. I told him that I wanted to get some hide poles, because I was having to use sticks previously, strapping them on the roof with canoe ties because they wouldn't fit in the car. And he said about using telescopic washing line poles like this. Here you go. Now these washing line poles cost me £3 each, and they basically do exactly the same job as a hide pole. You just twist to unlock them, they come out like that, as any other hide pole would, and then you can just put them back in, twist, and they're in place again. These are from Wilkinson's. As I said, £3 each. They feel really sturdy, and I just can't really fault them. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you how to turn these into poles that look like actual hide poles rather than silver bits of metal. This one's green, but they only had one green, and the other one I bought is silver. So I'm going to take these stickers off, and I'm going to spray paint them black, and I might put some green or brown spray paint if I have any lying around, just to give them a bit of camo, and also take this this glossy shine off them. If for some reason you don't want to spray paint, there is another option, and it's this camouflage tape. So what you do is you just put this on here, and this tape actually sticks to itself. I've wrapped my rifle in it, I've wrapped various other pieces of equipment with it, and it's absolutely great. It doesn't leave any stickiness on the equipment that you're wrapping, and it's just really good. So I'm going to wrap part of this now, show you what it looks like. There we go. That's part of the pole wrapped. As you can see, half silver, half camo tape, and I think that looks really good. I think that tape cost £3 or something from the internet. Don't know what website really, but Jetpipe make it, and various other brands. So yep, if you just want to camo tape it, you could just leave it like that. That would be fine. But as you can see, I've run out. So I'm just going to take this camo off now. Take these poles down the shed and spray. To get these horrible stickers off, I'm running it under the kettle steam, over the kettle steam, for a little bit, and then get this plastic knife and just scrape it all off, and it comes off, and then I'll probably have to put some sticky stuff remover just to get the last bits off. I've stood the two poles up now, about as high as I would ever need them to go, and I've got this this black spray paint. I'm just going to stand back and give it a light coat all over, making sure we don't get any drips, and then we'll be pretty much done. Then we'll do some green and brown, as I've already said, if I've got any. But yeah, I've only got two poles. I'll have to go back to the shop and see if they have any more in stock at a later date. Now I've sprayed the bottom half of both of them. Now I'm just going to wait for them to dry a little bit before I go on to do the top. So that's those both done. There is some, I have missed some just along there, but the pigeons aren't going to notice, and that's all that matters really. If it's anything big, I can just colour it over in a black marker. But I'm really pleased with them. £6 plus a £4 can of paint, and you got two decent hide poles. So here's my two finished hide poles, and I've just been and got two more normal ones. And I came down this morning to see if these had dried, and they had, but the paint just does not stick to them at all. It just comes peeling straight back off. Seems to be alright on the green one, just not on these silver ones, which is what I've got most of. So what I'm thinking of doing on these is just getting some really thick black insulation tape and just doing the bottom half of them, and maybe just like light spraying the top, because it's just not going to work with spray. So it'll probably be half black, half sort of silvery browny type colour. It's going to be covered by a hide net, so it's not going to be noticeable. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to try them out. I've got my 2 nets there, and just see how these things work. I've put them in the rough shape that I want my blind to be, so like a semi-circle type thing. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to lay the blind on top. I'm just going to hook the net on, and then just put it to my height that I need. Well, the hides started to look a bit better now. Now all I've got to do is put it to my height wanted, pull that up there, twist it. Again, same with this one, same with this one, and same with this one. And when we come back, it's up. I've double netted it now, and if you say that I was sort of putting that into the hedge as cover, then I think that would be quite effective. And of course you'd put vegetation and foliage around it to break up all of this and just make it blend in more. But these hide poles, £3 each, I think they do a pretty good job. And this net here, this was £7, picked up from a garage, sort of a garage selling random stuff on the side of the road. It had a few holes in, but we just tied it up, and now it's perfect. So yeah, you can make the hide really high so that you could easily get your rifle up there and shoot into a tree. So there's a lot of different options what these hide poles can give you. And there it is from the outside. Quite good really, I think. A pigeon would not see you in there moving if he was landing up in a tree like this one. That's my cheap hide, but for £3 it's really good, easy, and it stops you wasting £50 on hide poles that you really don't need to spend that much money on. So thanks for watching. Like, comment and subscribe. Cheers.